And now, the Vault of the Lost Players present Tales of Bible Adventure. Tonight's episode, it's a dirty job, but someone has to do it. In God's mountaintop hall of justice, all of the sons of God had gathered to watch a movie, and Satan was among them. Satan, how's it going? Where have you been?
Going to and fro on the earth and back and forth on it. The toll roads were particularly nasty.
I see. Did you check out Job? He's pretty righteous, huh?
Oh yes, he certainly is. Well, unless, never mind.
What? No, really, I want to know what you think.
Well, you take care of him, so of course he likes you. Nothing bad ever happens. Take last week when he was about to stub his toe on that rock and you turned it into Nerf.
He could have bruised something were it not for me.
That is true. But what if something were to happen to his oxen and asses and servants? Maybe he wouldn't like you then.
Of course he would. I'm his celestial sugar daddy, and he's my little backside snookums.
So you want to make it interesting?
What do you mean?
A few accidents happen. I say he'll hate you then. Yes, sir. But if he doesn't, I'll admit I'm wrong and that you're right. That is, unless you think you'll lose.
You're on, as long as we don't do anything to Job.
Oh, of course not. We wouldn't dare hurt him. I know how much you like him. Oh, no. Nothing bad will happen to him.
And so his last remaining servant informed Job that his oxen and asses had been stolen, some servants had been killed, God had set his sheep on fire, and a few more servants had been killed. Then a great wind had killed all of Job's children. So Job did the sensible thing, ripped his clothes, shaved his head, and worshipped God. It's good that God did these things to my family. Real good. It's good that I don't have any animals and servants, and that my sheep were set on fire. Oh, yes, sir. That's the way I like them. They're much better than the old sheep. Those ones used to eat all my valuable grass, but now they don't do that anymore. That's real good. I'm glad God did all that. Yep, it's real good. Again, movie night came, and the sons of God were in the Hall of Justice. Satan, how's it going? Where you been?
Going to and fro on the earth and back and forth on it. Boy, are my feet getting tired.
So I guess I win the whole Job thing, huh? I really screwed things up for him, and he still liked it.
Yes, I suppose you do. Don't I look silly? I guess you really showed me, even if it wasn't a fair test.
What do you mean, not a fair test?
Well, you did a bunch of smiting, but you left him alone, so he's okay with it.
Righto. And so Job was struck down with boils, and yet still. Well, these are mighty fine boils. Yes, sir. Why, these are the best boils that God's ever given anyone. I'm glad he gave them to me. Mighty fine boils. His wife and friends told him he was crazy. Job cursed the day he was born and begged for death. He ranted about the greatness of God and the lowliness of man. He couldn't eat or sleep and wondered what he'd done to deserve this punishment. His friends went on with life as usual and wondered why they even cared for this little sad, sick man. Most of them deserted him. One day, God appeared to Job. Oh, hey, Job. How's tricks? I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I kind of have these nasty boils and my life stinks. Oh, right. Well, why don't you and your friends go and sacrifice some animals? That should set things right. And everything went back to normal. Once Job had all sorts of gold and possessions, all of his friends were back again, and he led a successful life, lived a long time, and had lots of kids. They were almost as good as the first bunch, except for Keziah, who was a little special, and the little Hipponechus, who liked the camels a little too much, but everything was almost as good as new, and he never saw God again. This has been a tale of Bible adventure.